message Darla and I said, please let me share this story because what this company, what this opportunity has given to me is everything. It's given me my babies, I'll speak about that. It's given me my marriage back. It's given me, it's taken away my student loan debt. Let me back up before I get into all that so you understand who I am, where I came from, and how I got into this business that I never, ever, if you would have told me 5 years ago I would be posting a selfie on the internet, I would have looked at you and laughed. I didn't know anything about Instagram, I didn't know anything about Facebook, and I definitely was not posting on social media, especially selfies. I was not one of those girls. But if we rewind, I'm from a really, really small town in Kansas. It's called Leroy. There's 500 people in my hometown. There are no stoplights. We don't have stoplights. We have a stop sign, maybe one. I graduated from high school. I went to Kansas State University. I became a teacher because teaching to me was achievable. When I was, I wanted to be Barbies, just like Chris said. I had really big dreams as a child, and as I grew up, I began to doubt that I was capable of accomplishing those things. And so, instead of pursuing a career in what I really wanted, I saw teachers in my hometown, and I thought, well, I can do that. I can be a teacher, but I didn't know if I could do anything beyond that. So I became a teacher. I did that for 3 years. I actually lived just up the street at Park Edge Apartments my first year out of college. I was 23, and I'll never forget standing in my kitchen and opening my first student loan letter. And I was delusional. I thought I was going to graduate from college, and I was raking in the dough, making all this money as a teacher, living high. And I got that loan letter, and I flipped out, and I'll never forget standing in front of my fridge at this apartment complex down here and crying, thinking, how am I going to pay for the $600 student loan, plus my $800 apartment, plus my car, plus all the utilities, and plus ever live again outside of my apartment. And that was a hard realization. And at 24 years old, I started a debt collection agency to help me pay back my student loans. I was very ignorant to student loans and how they worked. Obviously, learned a lot since then. But, so that's at 23. Fast forward about 3 years, I decided to get my master's degree because with my master's I could pursue higher income careers, so I did that. I became an instructional designer. I was creating online training content. I'm married to my husband, Ben, and he is by trade an equine surgeon. So when I found Beachbody 5 years ago, he was doing a residency at North Carolina State University. We were living in Raleigh at the time. And on paper, if you looked at us, you would think we had everything figured out. I was married to an equine surgeon. I had a master's degree. I had a good job as an instructional designer. However, if you dug a little bit below the surface, you would see that we had $250,000 worth of student loan debt between the two of us, between my master's and his doctorate degree. $250,000 of student loan debt alone. And I had a realization 5 years ago that we were never going to dig our way out. At the time I had gotten my master's, I got that big pay raise. I was now making more than I ever planned. Ben was actually getting a baby salary as a resident. They don't actually make full salaries. So he was making, a little bit a year as well. We were making the most that we'd ever made together. And we were still struggling with our bills every single month. Living paycheck to paycheck. I don't know if any of you guys have ever counted down your money until the day that the direct deposit hits the bank. That was happening every single paycheck. I'll never forget waiting at the ATM, waiting for that check to hit. Going out to eat, I'd kick Ben under the table. He likes food. If he got an extra appetizer, I'm like, we don't have money for an appetizer. We have to put this on the credit card anyways. So we were living on credit, and we were living paycheck to paycheck. And I could not handle it. It was suffocating. It was causing so much marital stress. And when I looked into our future 5 years ago, when I envisioned 2019, I didn't know if we were going to make it. I had started second guessing everything about our marriage and everything about our life. And I had started second guessing if I ever wanted to be a mom, because in 2013 and 2014, I started planning ahead. And I thought, okay, let's look at daycare costs. And I saw daycare costs for a newborn baby, and I was like, oh wow, we're never getting ahead. We're going to be stuck here forever. There's no getting out of this $250,000 of debt. Even when Ben does get a job, we're not getting out of this situation. We are stuck because then comes babies, and then comes daycare, then comes all the childhood costs, and I felt so stuck and terrified of what the future was to bring, and I started second guessing if we even wanted to have kids. At the same time, I was looking in the mirror, picking my body apart every single day, and I had a moment one night where I was crying to Ben in bed about how I felt about my physique. I didn't feel good in my own skin. I was crying to Ben, and there's one thing I truly believe: if I'm going to cry about something, I need to do something to change it. So the next day, I started looking on Instagram for transformation photos. I was truly searching because I heard about this program called T25 and this other program called 21 Day Fix. I was honestly searching for hashtag 21 Day Fix results, hashtag T25 results. And I was looking for a female who had my before body and who had the after body that I wanted. So when I came into this, I had what I thought I needed to lose 50 pounds. I didn't need to lose 50 pounds. But I had just some toning up to do, but I was looking for about a 10-pound weight loss. So however you're coming into this, whether you have 100 pounds to lose or whether you have 10 pounds to gain, someone might be looking for your before body and using your after body as your transformation. Someone's looking for your story. And so I was looking for the old me who was going to inspire me to be the new me. And I found that with the 21 Day Fix program. Long story short, as I was looking for this program, someone approached me about being a coach. And I first said to them, absolutely not. I am not fit enough. Who would want to follow me? Who would want to be a coach? Who could I coach? How would I even do that? I said, I'm not fit enough. I just need to focus on myself first. I didn't know what being a coach was. I also thought it was a free thing. If anyone's ever done it, standing there like, it's your free Beachbody coach. So I just thought it was all these nice people who maybe were bored and they wanted like extra work to do or something in life for free. And so I was like, I was like, no, I just need to focus on myself first and fix me. And so from a turn of events, I found my now coach. I found her video on YouTube, and she's talking about the business opportunity attached to this. And she was actually sharing on YouTube how this opportunity had saved her marriage. And since my marriage was crumbling at that moment, being buried under our debt, this really resonated with me. And she had talked about how the opportunity in the community forced her to be a better person, how it forced her to look inside herself and become the happiest, best version of herself. And in that, when you pay that forward, she had grown a successful, lucrative business. And at this time, I was looking for part-time jobs as a cocktail waitress on top of my 50-hour job week I already have. So I was looking for that side hustle anyways. And I heard her speak, and I heard her story. And again, this is someone else's story now that's inspiring me. I just told someone a week earlier, no, I can't be a coach because I'm not fit enough. And now I'm hearing this story. It's resonating with me. I said, you know what? Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can impact others. And I learned very quickly that this opportunity is not about being perfect. It's not about having abs. It's not about being at your goal weight. It's not about any of those things. It's truly about you becoming better every single day and helping somebody else do the same thing. So I enrolled to do just that. I signed up with 21 Day Fix, Shakeology, those portion containers. I took those out of the box and I was like, I'm gonna starve to death. Literally, I have a picture of me looking at them like, oh no. Then I found out it's actually a whole lot of food, and I now eat more than I've ever eaten in my life. And I just started sharing my journey, which was terrifying. Terrifying. The first time I posted, I messaged my sister. I was like, please go like it and leave a comment because I'm really embarrassed. I didn't have any followers on Instagram. I didn't have any social media training. I didn't have any business training. But my coach in this community just told us what to do. There's training. There's so much training. And so I just did that stuff. And then one of those things was posting. And so I started sharing my journey with 21 Day Fix. And here's what's really, really cool. I used to think the entire world was against me. I don't know where I got these beliefs, but I grew up thinking I was the ugly duckling, the outcast. I was in a sorority in college. I thought I just kind of squeaked my way in. I was like the pity bid. Here, we'll take you. But I never felt good enough. And because of that, sharing on social media was super hard. I was terrified of what everybody would think about me. Like, what are all my sorority sisters going to think? Are people going to make fun of me? What are they going to say behind my back? And here is the coolest thing I've learned in 5 years. We do not give the human race enough credit. People are so good. People are so good. What's wrong is what we think in our heads. That voice, that's an evil little voice that's telling you can't, or that's telling you someone's going to think something bad about you. It's not true. You will never ever know that though until you take a leap of faith and decide to get uncomfortable and do something that scares you. And in that, you will find people who come out of the woodwork. All these girls who I thought hated me, who I thought didn't like me in college, they all came out to cheer me on, to say, they would send me messages. I was like, what? I'm inspiring you? Like, you're that cool girl from college that I was too scared to talk to. And now you're messaging me saying good job. And I realized it was all my walls, my insecurities that were holding me back. So I know that we all have fears like that in regards to putting ourselves out there. I just want you to know it's not true. So as I dove into the program, I started helping my mom and my sister. My mom never worked out a day in her life. She was 60 years old. She did 21 Day Fix with me. You should see my mom do push-ups now. It was so stinking cool. She lost 40 pounds. My sister lost 40 pounds. Actually, my sister's now down to 60 pounds. And it trickled into my family and to my friends. And I started running the online groups. And these online groups, they actually were more for me than anyone else. Because I was a yo-yo dieter, I was a yo-yo gym goer. And so when I had to show up and eat healthy and show someone else how to every day, it was the best accountability ever. If I was not a coach, I would not work out 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 days a week. I just got cleared to work out after my C-section on Thursday. I'm like, can you give me another 6 weeks? Tell me I can't work out for another 6 weeks, please. I don't know if I'm ready to go back to working out. So I wouldn't show up, but since I was a coach, it was my job. Showing up was part of my job, and leading from the front, leading from example, and it held me accountable. In this, when I saw my challengers lose weight, it would fill me up. In my old career, while I loved it, I felt like there was something missing. I have known for a very long time that I wanted to make an impact. I always watched those movies. I've seen Freedom Riders when I was a teacher. It's about this teacher that does amazing things. I was like, I'm going to be like her someday. I'm going to make this huge impact. And I always had this desire to do something great for other people and impact people's lives. If you have ever been a teacher, you know it's very demanding. It's not always like that movie. And even though I left that profession for my master's degree career, I still had that tug at my heart where I wanted to make a difference in people's lives. And so every night after I got off work, I'd come home and I'd just feel empty and think to myself, like, is this it? I'm not living up to the potential that I want. I'm not making that difference that I want. And when I started my online boot camps, my challenge groups, And I started getting messages from other women saying, thank you for sharing your story on social media. Thank you for inviting me to join your challenge group. I'm now down 5 pounds. Or what's even better, because it's really not about the weight, but I've learned to love myself. I've learned to be confident. My relationship with my fiance has changed. The first message I got from a girl from college, she called me on a Saturday morning, 7 a.m. I was like, oh crap, she hates it. She wants her money back. She's mad at me. What did I do wrong? And I was like fully prepared to like tell her how to get a hold of customer service or do it for her to get her package sent back. And she said, I had to call you. I didn't even know she had my phone number. I had to call you and tell you thank you, because my entire life I have struggled with eating and body image disorders. And for the first time ever, at 26 years old, I love how I feel. I love how I look. She said, she literally said this to me. I'm not making this up. She said, I walk into work a different woman. I go to happy hour with my friends, a more confident woman, and I am a totally different woman with my fiance because of this program. And after I heard that, I was all in, you guys. This filled me up, and I wanted more phone calls like that. I wanted more messages like that. And I went all in this business. And in doing that and in paying this forward, I have grown a huge business. And it took me a long time to admit that, because I grew up with the mindset of success is bad. Am I worthy of success? Is money, is earning income okay? And earning income in this business really challenged my limiting beliefs. If I earned money in this business, did that make me a good person? Or was I now a greedy, bad person for earning money, for helping people? But the cool thing is, in this business, you will never earn a penny if you never help a person. There's no other way to do it. And if you don't continue to stay true to that, you will not grow a successful business. It truly is about helping other people rise with you in your online boot camps and on your team. Caring about those people, showing up for those people, being there for those people, even when it's freaking hard for you. And that's what I did, and that's what I've done for 5 years. But let me tell you something about showing up when it's hard for you. My husband and I tried to conceive for a year. Failed. Negative test. Month after month. We went to fertility treatments. We did 3 IUIs, then a round of letrozole. Fail. A year and a half. This was 3 years into my Beachbody journey. Walked into the fertility doctor, I think it'd be almost a year and a half ago, after all these failed procedures. And they sat down and they said, it's going to be $30,000 for you to get pregnant. Something that people do for free every day. $30,000. People say that this business has changed their life. And for us, it has been life-creating. Because when we started this business, we were $250,000 in debt. I didn't know if I wanted kids then because of that debt. Our marriage was crumbling. And because of the purpose and my passion to serve others and to continue to pay that forward, God has blessed us beyond belief with the financial freedom that Carl Dagler talked about. And I saw Carl a few weeks ago at Summit, and I said, thank you for this opportunity. It hasn't been life-changing for us, it has been life-creating for us. And without the income of this business opportunity, I don't know if I'd have my little babies that are back there right now. I definitely know that my husband would not be a present father. The life that this has given us is unbelievable. And I started, like everyone else, a scared, small town girl who didn't know if I was good enough, who didn't know if I was worthy, who didn't know if I could impact a single life, or let alone even change my own. But I made a commitment to push play. I made a commitment to use those containers. And then I made a commitment to serve other people. And because of that, today I get to sit here and tell you that that debt is gone. God's blessed us with these babies. in this life that I could have never, ever dreamed of. I didn't even know it was possible. And I used to watch posts like this on social media, and I thought, that doesn't happen to normal people. That can't be me. But I'm here to tell you it can be anybody in this room. When you decide that you're worthy enough, and when you make a commitment to show up for yourself, your family, and for others every single day, crazy, crazy, awesome things can happen. So if you are sitting there, and if you're in any type of position that I was 5 years ago, I challenge you to ask yourself, what happens next for you? Where will you be in the next 5 years? Where will you be in the next 5 years if you don't make a change in your life? And instead of thinking like, maybe I can't do it, for the first time in your life, give yourself permission to think, maybe I can do it. Maybe I can do it. Maybe for the first time ever, I can tap into my God-given talents and grow to the potential that I have inside me. And be the person that I was born to be before I started listening to all the other lies that this world has put in your head. You are capable of accomplishing anything, and I hope you leave here today and know that, and I hope that we're welcoming you to our team, our family with Beachbody. Thank you.